A little rant today. Hope you can take it with the lens that this is an opportunity to grow. When people comment to me, Pat, my sealed collection went from 9K to 30K, having trouble letting go, but thinking it's time to hit that sell button. Want to show you something real quick. Let's just say you bought one or two of every single box out there from Scarlet Violet base, every single ETB, all the way through Ascended Heroes. If that happened, that's 19 boxes in the ballpark of $60 if you got it at MSRP. That's over 1,100, probably closer to 1,200 potentially with the opportunity of tax. So somewhere in the $1,100, $1,200 range. Look at the bottom corner. The sum of all of it is about $3,000. You'd basically be up almost $2,000 on just that one investment alone if you just bought two boxes and held on to it from, let's call it 2023, back when Scarlet and Violet base came out, all the way till today. It's never a bad thing to let time do its run its course. And if you bought two, you could sell one when you're ready and keep one for the long run. If you bought four, you can sell two when you're ready, keep two for the long run. That's your call. Now, the Pokemon Center, that box gets a little bit interesting because it's the same basically. Pokemon Center sells them for what, $59.99 after tax. You pay a little bit more. You're paying yourself, it's about $1,200 for all 19 boxes. And you would be up right now, those boxes, if you just bought one, would be worth over $6,300 right now. And that's why this stuff is so interesting. And that's why this stuff is really hot right now too, in the next sense. Because if you can get it for the right price at MSRP, or if you just get it for a secondary market price for a decent deal, you can see gains. And now, Scarlet and Violet technically is rotating out of print now. 151 just had a run up. There's a lot of boxes that are still on the cheaper side. Even if you just got them for $100, what do you win? You're in $2,000. If you're in it for $2,000, and now today, 3 years later, most of the boxes are worth double the initial investment. Even if you bought them for $150 a box, you're up on every other box. You're even on the Twilight Masquerade box. Even right now, Mega Evolutions is at $175. If you bought every Pokemon Center ETB for $200, you're only taking an L on 1 in Paradox Rift, 2 in Temporal Forces, 3 in Twilight Masquerade, 4 in Shrouded Fable, 5 in Stellar Crown, because Stellar Crown got a big reprint, 6 in Journey Together, 7 in White Flare just by $10, 8 in Mega Evolutions, and we could call it 9. It could be 20. My apologies. It is 20 boxes because Mega Gardevoir and Mega Lucario box. Yeah. And 21 because Scarlet and Violet base has 2 boxes as well. So just add another $100 into it. It's about $6,500 for all the boxes, and you paid about $2,000 to $2,100. Or if you got it for MSRP, it's about $1,300. But that's where the beauty of this is. So that's why everybody always says to try and pick up 2 Pokemon Center ETBs. Hold on to 4 to 5, 6 ETBs at the regular sets. When it goes up a little bit, hold on to it. But then what's the reason for letting it go? Are you taking that product and moving it into something newer? Are you taking those gains and moving them into more vintage? Are you taking that win and rebuilding your kitchen, getting your wife something nice? Are you putting a new roof on your house? Are you fixing your car? Are you paying some bills? Does your kid have to go to daycare now? And that's an arm and a leg. There's so many different ways to work this hobby and cards in general. Sold most of my sport cards. I've sold most of my hockey, most of my baseball, most of my basketball, and my football. I moved them into Pokemon, most of them. Some of them helped pay for, things that the wife and the family needed. And that's life. And that's what alternative investments can do for you in the drop of a dime. As long as they're liquid, and if you're in the right things, they can be. And that is some of the beauty of them all. So there are more expensive items out there. And if you just want to rip packs, there's cheaper opportunities to get in. There's still bundles. There's still build and battle boxes that are in the $40 to $50 range. You can find things that are in print for not super expensive opportunities. Surging Sparks and Destined Rivals, those booster bundles for 6 packs are still under $10. Prismatic Evolutions is just dancing on the $70 to $75 for a bundle now. And then 151, everybody knows it just went up to over $100, and now it's into the range of $150. So you got to take the time, do your research, know your whys. Why you're in the hobby matters. You want to rip packs? You want to collect? Do you want to invest? Do you want to start vending? Do you want to start a business? Do you want to just provide for your family? There's so many different reasons. Comment real one down below, because at the end of the day, you know, just as long as you have the patience for everything and the conviction in why you're doing it, good things will happen. And I'm Pat's Projects, by the way. Hit that like button and comment down below what your thoughts are. Let me know, because now we're going to get into the video. Sorry for that early video rant, but that comment just hit home to me. So I'm like, do people know their why? Or is someone on the internet just telling them to buy? Destined Rivals booster bundles. Everybody was losing their mind over the booster boxes. Booster bundles are still $50. Check out your local area, see if somebody's selling them. Or just go on TCG Player and make the purchase from a hobby shop. Nothing wrong with that. They got 152 bundles at $53. So you can find deals out here. That's not a bad deal. For everything that's going down right now, $54 bundle is not a bad deal. You could pre-order Ascended Heroes right now. Now, these all came from the Pokemon Center. Majority of them did. They're $70. Are they going to move down? Probably. They're probably going to print the crap out of the smaller boxes. Booster bundles. A small little piece of cardboard, 6 packs, boom, you're done. It's not like getting booster boxes or ETBs ready. Quick flip, quick ship, small to put away. You can store tons of them. Yeah, those are fast. Prismatics. Do you want the product that's not out yet, or the Prismatic was out in January 2025? So a year and change. Prismatic Evolutions being a year-old booster bundle right now. Ascended Heroes is about to come out next month, and Prismatic is $70, just like the Ascended Heroes bundle. Now, these are in vending machines, so don't get it twisted. There are opportunities for you to buy these. I don't have vending machines in my state. It's just not practical. But you could get 2 of these bundles for the price of one 151 bundle. And the bundles for 151 are into the range of 150 to 160 now. Did you miss this boat? It's not the end of the world if you did on the 151 bundle. You can always get booster bundles, the whole entire case. You can just get them from vending machines if you have vending machines in your area. And as long as you have the conviction to hold these for a couple years, you'll be okay. Now, with Prismatic Evolutions ETBs, you know, they're in 9 packs, the promo in there, a lot of extra stuff. It isn't the greatest for storing, and it's not the greatest for price per pack, but it's still a premium item for the collectability and the just opportunity to showcase a minty box. And that's why the storing of these matter, the seal matters, no damage, rips, tears. All that stuff takes into a big factor of how much your ETB is going to be sold for when you want to resell it or just to buy it. It's a $200 box right now. If you're looking to buy Prismatic to rip, buy the bundles. You can get more packs. And that's the honest truth. Now, the Pokemon Center one is a whole different ball game. This is the rarest item out of Prismatic. It was chilling at under 300 for a while. 6 months ago, it was under about 250. Oh, maybe it's been a year ago. So yeah, back in June. It's wild to think that was almost a year ago that it was under 250. It's a $410 item now. Maybe a year from now, it'll be somewhere in the 900 to 1,000 like 151 was or is right now. And who knows, maybe at the end of its run, the Prismatic Pokemon Center ETBs could have a huge boom. The reason the ETBs in Scarlet and Violet are so expensive compared to the Sword and Shield ones, the Sword and Shield ones, number one, didn't have a promo. Okay. Number two, the Sword and Shield ones had a different amount of packs. I believe it was 10. Here, let me get it right. Let's get that correct. The Sword and Shield ones right here didn't have a promo. The set is really what carried it. Chilling Reigns was the first one out here, and these have dropped to 160. The last time I checked, they were like 150 to 160, not 200. So these are close. Yeah, if you wanted to just buy one of those, think about that. MSRP for those right there is if you bought one Pokemon Center box of every type, if you tried to get 2, and you just held on to 2, nobody's asking you to get 10. That's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11. That's 12 boxes. So that's a big win right there. It basically like you'd have an MSRP box be worth $3.50 a box if you bought all of them. Now, Scarlet and Violet base is where they started to add the promos, and they gave it 11 packs. And that's really where you start to see some value out of these things. With 151 going through the roof, yeah, Pokemon Center Prismatic could do the same thing soon. It's going to be fun to see where it goes. So there is more collectability in this. The Sword and Shield stuff, they did print some of it really late when it comes to ETBs and booster boxes, but they haven't done that massive late reprint to anything in Scarlet and Violet yet. Could happen still, but it hasn't. Target made everybody scared that 151 was coming about a month ago, and you had to sign up for Target Circle memberships to get it, and then they took all those Circle memberships and never sold any products. So who knows? There could be potentially 151 still coming to market, or it could just be a giant media stunt. But if you're looking to rip it, you definitely want to look into the Sam's Club. This is 14 packs of Prismatic Evolution. That's one of the best opportunities out there. 14 packs of Prismatic Evolutions. You're still finding it for under 200 right now. 14 packs of Prismatic Evolutions. What is that? It's about $160 in product. Because Prismatic packs are around $11 a pack right now. So there is a slight premium in it. You have to recognize it's not MSRP. But you can find some opportunities out there still. Now the UPCs. This one is so funny to me because it was sold for $130 at like Target, at Walmart. GameStop was selling it for $200. Costco was selling it for $90 to $99. $99. And everybody was like, don't buy it, don't buy it, don't buy it. It's cheaper at Costco. And the next thing you know, the reality sets in. People are like, well, where is it now? It's $190. Gotta scroll down to page 2 because so many people are still selling the mats and stuff. It is, from their first gold star seller, $190. The SPC for Prismatic. The first video I saw on these was, what was that streamer's name? He plays video games. He opened one of these with the girl that owns that card shop, Lacey. He opened one of them with the girl that owns the card shop in California, and she and him pulled the Moonbryon out of one of these. And he was like, I only spent like $400 trying to pull it. And she's like, man, somebody else spent $30,000 and they never pulled a Moonbryon. So you get those opportunities out there. But yeah, it's a $350 box now. It had its moment. It had its rise up. When it goes to that 300 mark, if you're looking at a lot of these products and you see that $75 pullback, you got to strike. $250 for these is not a bad move if you know. I mean, everybody knows. Mega Evolutions is not terrible. If Mega Evolutions was, you know, a little bit more of a, I don't know what the right word is. If it didn't have Journey Together in it, I guess would be the right word. This would be more sought after. But then, oh, wrong one. My apologies. The ETB should have been over here. I'll get back. We'll come back to the ETB. I'll move it all the way down the frame. I want to finish this first. The Sword and Shield one is right on this, dancing on that line of that next leg up from the Prismatic SPC. The UPC from 151 is now closing in on the line of $900. Do you need one of these? No, there's other plays out there. But if you want one, just know that where it's going is, you know, it's going to be out of print soon. The Pokemon Center 151 ETB just did almost $1,400. People are going to say, well, $1,400 is too much. Well, I can justify buying a Scarlet and Violet 151 box because it's under $1,000 because one product already got there. And that's what's interesting to see. When you've got stuff like Prismatic Evolutions, Pokemon Center ETBs at $400, well, the 151 ETB is now dancing on the $600 line. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 before it hits the next price point in the leg up of 600. And then you got the bundles, the booster boxes out here. Now, Perfect Order, just like every booster box that comes out, there's always somebody and their mother out there on the internet saying Perfect Order is getting short printed. Every box that comes out is getting short printed, apparently. So you have to take that with a grain of salt. What's your play here? Well, if you want to buy 2 of them, you're not hurting yourself. You really aren't. Because if you just buy 2 in the range of booster boxes at $250 a box, you're up on 1, you're up on 2, you're up on 3, you're up on 4, you're up on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're up on 10 of the booster boxes that are out there right now. If you buy them at the pre-order or pre-release range of $200 to $225, if you have the $500 cash and you're like, well, let me see, if I just wait till the opening weekend when everybody has the product in their hand and people are fire selling it and undercutting each other, if you choose to make a Facebook market post that says buying Perfect Order booster boxes $200 per, you know, you get 2. If you want to spend an extra $100, you get 3, and then you don't have to worry about it for a while. I know MSRP is always nicer. I get it. $170 would be the best bet. But it's not always the case. So you have to think about how you're going to deal with the market. What's your plan ahead of time? Are you setting $600 aside to get a couple boxes? People say Perfect Order. In one snap of a finger, people say Perfect Order is not a great box. But the other side of the run is Perfect Order is getting short printed. It's going to go up like Destined Rivals. You can't have it both ways. But what you can do is protect yourself. You can buy 2. You're not really breaking the bank. If you are breaking the bank buying 2, buy 1. If you want to get a smaller item, get a smaller item. If you think it's the Pokemon Center ETB that's going to be the play, get it. If you want to get 1 of each, you're not hurting yourself. But at the end of the day, have your conviction, know your why. Scarlet and Violet booster box is into the range of $250. Because of the sale for Pokemon Day, there was over 200 sold, and it had a dip again. But now it's bouncing back. It's up to $275 now. It went up to $275, dipped down, and now it's coming back. So protect yourself. That's really what matters. Getting 2 of something is not the end of the world. Mega Evolutions Enhanced Booster Boxes. I've talked about these Mega Evolutions since it came out. The box topper in this is one of the hardest cards to grade in Mega Evolutions. It gems at like a PSA 10 at like a 10% gem rate. The Bulbasaur is expensive box topper when it comes to a PSA 10. It's something like $300 to $400 the last time I looked. I could be wrong. I haven't looked in a couple weeks. I'm just giving you everything that I do remember. But yeah, Mega Evolutions, we're into the $250 range still. Phantasmal Flames, you're up in the 300s to 325 now. Gold Star sellers are selling it for almost 340. Is this your play? Or do you feel like Surging Sparks? No, the one thing I'll say about Surging Sparks, so I started charting booster box reprints because I was getting fed up with some of the YouTubers that were like, every booster box is going to get reprinted, just hold on. And I was like, what are you talking about? We haven't seen booster box reprints like this. I'm like, you know what? Done. I'm tracking it. So I started tracking it. We've had, since I started tracking it, 4 Surging Sparks reprints. We got the booster box reprints of Destined Rivals from Wave 1, the initial, Wave 2, which is 2 months after. We had the Mega Evolutions booster box reprint of Wave 1, which was the initial, Wave 2, which was just after it 2 months later. And same thing with Phantasmal Flames, Wave 1, Wave 2. There has been 4 Surging Sparks reprints. Pokemon Center just put it out with a bundle of a Battle Academy box, literally, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks ago. Pokemon Center ETBs are another fun one that I started to track. Stellar Crown was the most recent. We've had 1 Surging Sparks one. We've had 2 Prismatic Evolutions since I've been tracking this. We've had a Destined Rivals one. We've had a White Flare. We've had 2 White Flares, 2 Black Bolts. Mega Evolutions got their normal one. Ascended Heroes got its normal one. So that's why Black Bolt, White Flare, the Pokemon Center ETB is a little bit cheaper. You know, Prismatic is Prismatic. It's the nature of the beast. Stellar Crown is the cheapest one because it got a big reprint. Yeah, it's just amazing to see Surging Sparks. Nobody wants to touch it. But for now, look at all these opportunities. People are selling these because they got them from vending machines. And, you know, Gold Star sellers have been doing it a little bit longer. Where's our hobby shops? Hobby shop, $300. That's really where it should be. Once the market eats up the rest, it's doing about 8 a month right now. So don't get it twisted. Don't sleep on this because Surging Sparks came out in 2024. Its 2-year birthday is going to be out this year. How many more booster box reprints are we going to see? I don't know. But with everything being around 250 right now, this could be the new market. What if nothing ever goes back to the way it was? What if we never see MSRP again? What if the whole entire pokey inflation or whatever you want to call it or deflation of sealed product starts to keep it dancing on the $300 line for forever now? What if Pokemon just starts printing singles and collection boxes and text stickers and booster bundles because it's easier, and you get the display pieces of ETBs, Pokemon Center ETBs and booster boxes in the first Wave 1, Wave 2, and ETBs go out to the players in stores. Yeah, you have to think about both sides of the coin. And that's why buying a couple things, and if it dips, you buy 1 or 2 more. Start with 2, buy 1 more when it dips. You got 3, your cost to entry or your barrier to entry just got lowered. You protect yourself, guys. That's all I really want. I want to win, and I want you guys to win too at the end of the day, because at the end of the day we do this for our own reasons, whether it's for your family or not. Comment for my family if that's who you are. No judging. Destined Rivals booster boxes are into the range of 510 to 520 now. I mean, I'm doing the YouTube thing because my wife said, hey, you got to stop spending money on all of it. You got to find a way. I said, okay, I'll find a way to pay for it all, you know? And I was making some decent coin running my TikTok. I have over 15,000 followers on my TikTok. And then, I don't know, TikTok stopped paying everybody when the United States bought them out. The United States company bought them out. I did 1.5 million views on there last year, and I can't even go into it right now. It's just disgusting how. So you have to think about that, why you do it. At the end of the day, I'm hoping this channel pays for my hobby. I can grow it and have more fun, and we can make good memories and have good vibes and just enjoy the hobby. Yeah. And then you got opportunities in Sword and Shield. Now, I'm not going to go too crazy with Sword and Shield. In the Sword and Shield era, everybody and their mother talks about the Lugia V alt art. It is a one-hit wonder set with the Lugia, the Unknown, and then all the other Lugias you can find in it. But Silver Tempest is into the range of 125. Silver Tempest Pokemon Center ETB is at the 250 to 260 mark. Silver Tempest Booster Box is into 470s. When you compare Silver Tempest to where it is back here, Silver Tempest in the 135 to the $300 range. Perfect Order is at that same price point. Would you rather have Perfect Order, or would you rather be looking at Silver Tempest right now? Booster boxes did come down. They were dancing on the $300 line for a while, but would you rather have a booster box of Silver Tempest or a booster box of Perfect Order right now? That's what you have to consider. Same thing when it comes to Silver Tempest in the trainer gallery. You got Rayquaza, you got Blaziken, you got a nice trainer gallery out of this. But then you have opportunities when it comes to Chilling Reigns. Let's see. Get Chilling Reigns' singles up here real quick. The singles for Chilling Reigns, whether you going for the Blaziken or the Galarian Moltres or the Snorlax. Shout out to Slowking. There are some nice cards out of Chilling Reigns. It's not for everybody, and this is when the trainer cards were really hot. But you got your booster boxes here. Now, the Pokemon Center ETB, the reason I brought this up for Chilling Reigns is it's at 170 to 200. That's its range right now. Chilling Reigns, Pokemon Center ETBs. Sorry, the date was released. Chilling Reigns, Pokemon Center ETBs was the first one ever made. So you can get the first one ever made right now for around $200 and have the first Pokemon Center ETB ever made. Or you can pick up the Perfect Order Pokemon Center ETB that's more expensive than it. You have to decide what you want for that display piece to be. I'm not talking about opening product right now. We're talking about displaying product on the shelf or just keeping it for the long haul for your family. If you want to create a time capsule for your kids one day, and hey, maybe this will put you through college, you have to consider what are the high prized possessions that you want to put in that. Booster box at Chilling Reigns is dancing on the $500 line, and the regular ETBs are about $110 right now. You can get regular ETBs for just about the same price as Perfect Order or Ascended Heroes right now. So, at the end of the day, yeah, it's got a couple good questions out here. Comment your thoughts down below. Let me know what you're thinking now here. It's Pat's Projects, guys. Can't thank you all enough for vibing with me. And the last thing I want to say is before I ask you to comment real one, in 7 days, we're on 792 subscribers on YouTube, and that's just, it blew me out of the water. Because every month I was fighting to get 100 subs. We were growing, building. I do a video every morning, 6 a.m., and if the video doesn't do well and I have time in the afternoon, we make a second video for 9 p.m. And it's been a fun grind. YouTube sent me an email the other day. He said, hey, Pat, here's some tips to help grow your YouTube channel. It said, post one video a week. I'm like, I blow that out of the water. And then it said, comment on, make sure you check comments on our YouTube channel every 3 to 4 days. And I'm like, well, I blow that out of the water too. I've answered every comment that anybody has ever posted on my YouTube channel or TikTok or Instagram for the last, about 16 years. I've been doing streaming. I was a partnered Twitch streamer before this on my video game channel that I used to run for a while. And I've been doing this for a long time. This has been way more fun than the video game community, not gonna lie. And it gives me it's a healthier peace of mind for my family, because I can come and go as I can please. I don't have to sit down and log hundreds of hours grinding out video games professionally. It's been way more enjoyable. So I can't thank y'all enough for vibing with me. And if you've been listening to me for the last half hour, comment real one down below because you already know it's Pat's Projects. Thank you guys. Until next time, Pat out.